Steve Haines. I'm the CEO of Lightspeed Broadband. Lightspeed is a full fibre broadband company serving predominantly consumer customers in the east of England. Our long-term ambition is to build out to 1 million gigabit homes by 2026. Our key challenge was that we wanted to get to a first customer connected with a minimum viable product of a decent quality by the end of that calendar year, within 9 months, which is a hell of a challenge for a startup. So the first big challenge is you need to get people. It's good having money, but you've got to turn money into people. Then you need to kind of prioritize what are the really important things that you need to do. So we had two things really. One, we had to build a high quality network to a cost envelope that was eco-friendly and at pace, and build a team in order to do that. The other part was we were going to be a consumer offering, so we had to touch customers. So we needed a customer-centric experience, and we wanted that experience to be a digital experience. This is where Monochrome came in to help. We kind of shared what we wanted to achieve. We talked about, look, we're going to work in a very agile way. We're going to fail fast. We're going to be, need to bring people in quickly, take people off the park quickly, have people on the bench and all those things. And that's where our partnership grew from. So you asked us what we needed. It was critical that we got this digital journey sorted out. It was really about writing those business processes and bringing us on the overall project management of what we needed to achieve and get that goal-centric achievement of getting that first customer connected and the whole thing proof of concept working is where you really helped us with. And doing that and bringing the experience you've had in other similar projects, maybe not as a startup, but other big digital projects, was really helpful because that provided a lot of insight for us as well. Specifically, where the Monochrome team helped us was obviously we needed access to a talented resource pool with specialist skills. Now, sometimes we didn't know what these would be, so we knew that we needed some permanent skills. So we needed a good program manager, and we got that in Richard Lane, who was with us from the beginning, was able to give us some project management, some program assurance, but also really get stuck into some of the delivery items as well. So and do that. We then quickly realized that we needed a CIO, and we weren't quite sure whether this was a permanent role or it was going to be an interim role. But what we had was a big system stack of stuff because everything we're doing is going to be in the cloud, and we had to work with some key developers and some key partners to kind of personalize that. And Monochrome found us a guy called Aaron Butcher, who has been absolutely fantastic for us. Has been not only strategic but also delivery driven. And has worked well with our partners in the supply chain, and negotiated some good deals with us as well. And he's been supplemented by Andrew McMaster, who's been with us permanently, who's been much more focused on the detail within those partners, to making sure he's been a bit like a scrum master in agile speak, making sure that the sprints are working in the run. But just as importantly is the ability to roll on and roll off people that we've had just on sprints and some longer sprints. So we've had people for 6 weeks, such as Juliet and Mick and Charlotte, where we've had specific pinch points, and Juliet, who helped us on the whole business process journey and getting all that done. And there's quite a lot of heavy lifting in that kind of thing, and you need people that are coming with the mindset of doing that, but also have had that kind of experience in another business somewhere. And I think it's the ability to work with Monochrome and work with the people and the understanding that, you know, we might need somebody for 4 weeks, or we might need someone for 4 months, but what is it we need to get done? And I'm delighted that Monochrome and all the people have really helped us on that journey, because but it's simply, we couldn't have done it without you. You know, we achieved the overarching goal, which was to get the first customer connected by the end of the year. We built a very high quality customer journey, and you know, we built the proof of concept, which allowed us to get additional funding, which are really important metrics. We built a regional brand that values our customers. You know, that's a really important output. You know, we built a sustainable operation to reuse what's already there, you know, in the ground. You know, that's a great output. We built a high-speed network to connect communities to their network, if that makes sense. You know, that's a really, really important output. We built a regional headquarters and a service centre, you know, from scratch by reusing an existing building up in Spalding, and we're employing local people as a result of that. So that's really important. We've changed the lives of customers. You know, high-speed connectivity into the home where we've connected them. You know, the customer feedback we've had is been absolutely fantastic. It has changed our lives. As a team, and this includes the Monochrome team as well, is that we became a Lightspeed family, and we became a team to serve customers and the communities. The advice I'd give to other people would be clear on your purpose, you know, what you're here to achieve. Keep it simple, straightforward, don't overcomplicate it, you know, obviously. Work with your investors so that everybody's working off the same hymn sheet to that common view. Don't be frightened of failure. You'll get it wrong, you know, and if you're going to fail quickly, because, you know, get rid of it, move on to something else. But relentless focus on customer experience is the key. I would work with Monochrome. Well, we are continuing to work with Monochrome Consultancy as we speak today. Yes, we would, because I feel as though you know, you're part of our DNA in a way. It's you know, we're going through a different phase now. So we're now going into a kind of, we've gone through the business establishment phase, we're going into the growth phase. So we might need you for different things. But then, you know, there'll be new things coming along that we may need. So the answer to would I use Monochrome? Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't be doing this video if I wouldn't use you again. So if I put it as simple as that. And I would recommend Monochrome to other people, particularly through where the experience that we've had in terms of overall project management and that digital journey, business process, because as leaders, sometimes we kind of underestimate the importance of those things. You know, we think it's just about things on a spreadsheet, but someone has to do all that heavy lifting and that leadership and that project management. And it's important that you have a bunch of professionals who have got experience that have done it before, and Monochrome tick that box.